Fat Tire Cool meets high tech. The Aventon Aventure is next. What's up, e-bikers? Another Aventon in the house. This is the Aventure 3. It's their fat tire off-road e-bike, essentially. 1999. Comes in this cobalt blue, a Java brown, and there's a step-over version as well, same price. Comes in gray and a light green. You can also buy a mid-drive for $28.99. It's the Adventure M. So they have a wide variety of bikes in this lineup here to suit, I think, anyone's taste and color scheme. And it's a really tight, refined, well-done e-bike with lots of tech, so let's check the specs. For your rear hub drive motor here, we're rocking a 36-volt, 750 watt. It peaks up to 1440 when utilizing the bike's dedicated boost mode, and it gives you 80 newton meters of torque there, giving you plenty of kind of low-end grunt, for hills and rough terrain. It's also got a double-sided bottom bracket torque sensor that measures how hard you're pushing the pedals to deliver a smooth, more natural feel while you're riding, rather than just measuring how fast the pedals are spinning, which is a cadence sensor. And just like pretty much all the Aventon e-bikes, this is a 36-volt, 20 amp hour battery, 733 watt hours. It uses LG 21700 cells. These are removable internal lithium-ion batteries. They're integrated into the down tube here. Comes with a 4 amp charger, so that can charge the battery from 0 to 100% in about 5 hours. There's no key for this. You use the app or the display to unlock this battery. We'll do that later, and remove it. So pretty easy, no key to lose, and that's a unique feature of the Aventon e-bikes. And the battery is certified to UL 2271 standards. Claim range of 65 miles on a single charge. That's tested on flat terrain and pedal assist level 1 with a 160-pound rider. So if you weigh more than that, you're going to get less mileage, of course. And no one really rides on PS1, so expect more like 30 to 40 miles-ish, just depending on your terrain and your weight and that kind of stuff. All right, for tires and brakes, we're rocking these 26x4s. These are Novas with the kind of knobby tread on here. Okay, they're puncture resistant, designed for kind of all-terrain stability. Your brakes are Tektros. These are E3520 hydraulic disc brakes with 180 millimeter rotors here on a 6-bolt pattern, and front and rear. And it's equipped with an EJ1 quick disconnect wire that acts as a motor cutoff. The moment you squeeze those brake levers up top, the motor instantly stops pushing power. Let's talk about gearing. So we have an 8-speed Shimano Altus derailleur back there. We have an 8-speed trigger shifter up top. The cassette is a Shimano 12 to 32 tooth back there. Very nice, black. And up here we have a 48-tooth chainring paired with a 170 millimeter piece crankset, and a really nice smooth operation on this thing. The chainring is pretty unique, actually. It's got like this split pattern design where sometimes the chain is open and sometimes it's covered on one side, but it is just one-sided essentially. When it comes to sizing and geometry, this e-bike weighs 77 pounds. Comes in a regular or large frame. This is the large frame, indicated there on the down tube. Okay, I'm a 6-footer. I fit just fine on it. I'll show you a glimpse of that in a second. But the regular says 4'11" to 5'7" as far as rider height goes, and this large fits riders 5'7" to 6'1", which is basically optimized for inseam between 29 inch and 33 inches. So if you're on the taller side, definitely get the large. And here's what a 6-foot rider looks like sitting on the e-bike. I think it's very, very ergonomic and good reach here for a guy my size. Up here on the cockpit from right to left, you got these locking grips here. Here's your 8-speed trigger shifter, of course your Shimano brakes. Your display, we'll come back to that. Left side thumb throttle, same grip. And here's your control pad. You got your power in the middle. left and right turn signals, up and down for PS, and that's it. Other features include metal fenders, which I'm not that crazy about. We have a suspension C-post here that goes up and down, and a rear rack as well. That rounds out the feature set on the Aventure 3. Let me show you the lights. So to turn the lights on, you can use the plus button here. There's no dedicated light button on a lot of e-bikes, so just use the plus button. If you don't see one, hold it down for a couple seconds, and there it is. Now it's on. There's an indicator on the display as well. It's a very small light. It's pretty bright though. You know, it's not. You're going to need more if you're going to do night riding on this thing. And then down here we have the brake lights. You have two of them. They're on each side of the fork, and they also act as turn signals. Let me turn one of those on, which I believe they're auto shut off as well. So there's the right one, and very nice and bright. You can see that here in the shade. Very bright. Up here on the display, you can see it. Kind of blinking right there, and let's see if they shut off. Yep, they do. So maybe that was on for maybe like, I don't know, 15-20 seconds or so. So pretty nice feature. E-bike companies, if you're going to put turn signals on your bikes, give them an auto shut off, please. Thank you. I do want to mention the front suspension as well. We have a Zoom suspension fork, 80 millimeters of travel, so you get nice bumps here. You can lock it out and preload it here. So you can stiffen the fork when riding on flat pavement to maximize your efficiency and the range as well. Like if you're on a paved trail and you don't need suspension, you can just lock it up, and theoretically you get a little bit more range, more efficiency out of the bike. Also comes with a Aventon suspension seat post, which has 50 millimeters of travel directly beneath the saddle right here. Okay, now for the brains of the bike, the ACU. So the ACU is the Aventon control unit. It's up here, and it's in different places on some of their bikes. But that is the brains of this e-bike. It's one of the most high-tech in the market. It offers cellular connectivity with built-in 4G connections, so you can track your bike. It's free for the first year. It's $20 a year after that. Well worth the money, in my opinion. It's got a GPS chip in there, so you can track it in real time. So if someone steals it, you can track it down. And it's got other remote security monitoring features that alert you if the bike is moved or tampered with when you park. And I'll show you some of that too once I get the app open. Okay, here's your display. If you hold on the power button, you can scroll through the stuff here. You got total time, you got CO2 reduced, you got odometer, range, 30 miles right now. We're at 91%. That's in turbo mode. Average speed so far, 8.5, max speed 21. I haven't unlocked this yet, so do that in the app. And that's it there. So for boost modes, we have, let's see, back to off, eco, sport, turbo, and there's the boost. Now that's a temporary thing, I believe, on this e-bike, just like the level 3 was. But we'll test that out on my speed test once we get out on the road. To get into the settings, I'm going to hold down the plus and minus at the same time. Okay, we're in there now, so we connect the app. We have battery lock, bike lock. Okay, you can lock that rear wheel. Clear trip. You can put a password on this e-bike. What else? Display units, auto power on and off, brightness, headlight mode. What does headlight mode do? Manual, always on, manual. Oh, I want to put always on. I like that feature. Let's hit left to go back. Startup assist. I'm not sure what that means, but we'll leave it at eco, see what happens. Let's see here, error history, system info, and back to connect app. Hit the power button again to enter stuff, but I'm going to hit the back button, go back to the main menu. Okay, so I've paired the bike with my app. There's instructions in the box here to do that. Basically, there's a QR code you scan from your phone and get it paired up there. All right, so here's the bike, my Aventure. I'm not going to activate the service right now, the GPS stuff. Again, you can do that. It's free for the first year, $20 a year after that. Well worth it, in my opinion. If I go into the settings here, I want to unlock this e-bike, so let's go to ride assist. Okay, speed limit is capped at 20 right now. I'm going to bump it up to 20. Yeah, I have to heed the warning there. And one at a time, up to 28. Okay, that's the max speed. I'm in torque mode. Boost mode is on. Again, boost mode provides a temporary increase in motor output beyond standard power levels for added assistance. The motor can only sustain this extra power briefly. The system will automatically deactivate boost if the temperature or load thresholds are exceeded to prevent overheating. So there you go there. So, okay, so, right, so you can change real time, you can change what level you're in. So right now it's off. You see it's both off there. Eco, it changes right on the phone, right on the display. Very nice. Okay, security anti-theft. So I'm going to lock the, let's lock the bike actually. I can do that from out here. So, okay, you hear that? Now, that hub is locked. So I cannot move this bike because it is locked. Excellent safety feature. Let's unlock it. Boom. So you don't even need like I mean, yeah, you could, but first line of defense is that locking hub down there. Plus you got the GPS as your second line of defense. So one of the most secure bikes in the industry by far. And I love that about the all the Aventons really. Let's try and get the battery out of there. I forget what to do that here. Let's see here. I think it's under settings. Security and anti-theft. Track my bike alarm. No, maybe it's under maintenance. Battery, okay. There it is there, set 91%. Okay, I'm gonna open the battery here. You can do this from the display as well. Once you get into the settings here, but I think the app's gonna be a lot easier for folks. Hit open, unlock, watch the battery. There you go. It is now unlocked. You can take it out and charge it, put it indoors, whatever you want to do there with your 36 volt, 20 amp hour battery, 733 watt hours of capacity. By the way, your charge port is underneath here if you do want to charge the bike as well. A little hole there. Let's see here, how do we take this out? Okay, there we go. Just push this down, it pops right out. And there's your battery. It's pretty heavy. Where is the... I don't see the numbers on it for the watt hours, but oh, there it is. 19.8 amp hours, 36 volts. So they rounded up to 20, which is fine. Just leave it back in, and you're all done. All right, folks, we are out on the Adventure 3. First time, I haven't ridden this bike in a couple of years. I rode out in Las Vegas, I think the second version, back in like 2023, I think it was. This thing's really refined, it's quiet. I like the ergonomics as well. See what the suspension seat post here. You hear that, those gears turning down there, those gears buzzing. Always a good sign of a quality e-bike. All I hear is the tires. And I engage the motor. So I like the upsweep on the handlebars. I thought of that. We're gonna go into the woods here first. Do an off-road test. Hey, buddy. All right. Here we go. Over the river and through the woods. To grandmother's house we go. Hear that fender clanking already with that metal. Alright. I was at her earlier and there was a little baby snappy turtle on that trail. I had to stop, push him over. This thing's pretty agile. I'm fairly high up too on the seat, so I need that pedal extension. Yeah, I'm in sport mode right now. Uh-oh. Houston, we got a problem. Looks like that tree split. Hopefully the kids out here will come and cut it down. because they're always building ramps down here for their dirt bikes. All right. It's only, I mean, it's a 36 volt e-bike, but it doesn't feel like it. I was pretty shocked when Aventon came out with a change to their 36 volt system after thinking that that's just really cheap and doesn't give you enough power, but somehow they figured out how to do that in a quality system, quality motor, and all that good stuff. So, oh, kids are out here already. What's up, guys? Let me use your.
Sorry, I was in your way.
That's all right. Did you guys work on this?
I heard my friends built it a couple of years ago.
Yeah, no. Oh, they put a dividend over there, which it's kind of annoying, but
Yeah, it's really annoying.
yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, but we started building a couple other ones. They were all like, they weren't touched for a while. Like we built the ones over there. We're working on a drop over there. And the
Nice.
one over there.
Are you Brad's son?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We the one I did the bike for?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't last you long, huh?
Not really. Now I'm getting a full suspension bike
You are?
instead. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. All right, well, carry on.
It's a nice bike.
Thanks. Testing it out. All right. Yeah, I built a bike for that kid, e-bike. His parents got him, a little Mac Fox. And they got rid of it. He ran out of battery one time. So his dad had to go pick him up. And I think he also fell and hurt his wrist or something. So they said no more e-bike. I think he's only like 13 or 14. That bike only went like 25, I think, tops. So, all right, this thing is pretty good in the dirt here. I don't like that rattling of the fenders though, but let's just admire it for a minute. We're gonna do a speed test, hill test, and check out the brakes and everything. But I do like to step through frame here. I've never had a step through. This is akin to the electric Ebike. Again, this is $2,000, but you get a lot for your money at that price point. So very refined. I'm really curious what the range is. We'll have to test that out this summer. But yeah, I like what I have here on the dirt. So let's get on the pavement and see what she can do. Pretty stable with no hands. Nice balance. Even over bumps. Very stable. No wobble at all. Just drifting away here. All right, here's our test track here. Let's check out the PS levels, see how they do. So I'm in eco. I'm barely gonna pedal, I'm just gonna turn the wheels. Okay, we're doing 12 miles an hour. Sport. A little bit more power with the 13.7. There's turbo. That gets you like 15. Again, very little pedaling, but if you step it up, then the power increases with that torque sensor. Okay? So, I'm gonna put it in boost, and we're gonna try to hit 28 on the way back there. Again, boost mode is temporary, which I kind of like that factor. Makes the bike more efficient. It says range is 28.2 now in boost. I'm at 86% battery. So like 30 miles of range in boost. Well, you can't do boost mode all the time, but in turbo and boost is about what to expect. All right, let's go here. Good ramp up, already at 20. There's 22. Pretty effortless getting up here. Oh, yes. Very quick, 28.6. Cuts out right there. But it was pretty easy getting up to that speed despite having a torque sensor. Let's test the brakes. Oh yeah. I did put some alcohol on them because they were like scratching out of the box. So, looks like they're not bedded in yet. All right, time for a hill test. Let's drop the gears down to 4th gear. All right, throttle only up the hill. Let's see what kind of boost we get from that 1440 motor, peak wattage. Oh yeah. It's definitely more powerful than that level 3 I just tested on here. We're doing 13, gaining speed. There's 14. There's 15, and climbing. Very nice. Hear that motor whirring down there. We're in turbo mode. 20 miles an hour is top speed with the throttle, of course. Okay, here's where it gets steeper. I'm gonna start pedaling. Let's see what we do here. So 750 watts. Okay, I'm putting some effort in. There's 11. Let's see what the minimum speed. I want to keep it above 11, I hope. Yes, just a little. Oh, it hit 10.9 there. I'm going to call it 11 miles an hour up the hill on the Aventon Adventure 3. All right, pretty solid result there from a 750 watt. Here's one more short hill, throttle only. Oh yeah, we're cruising with this one. Short hills are pretty easy for this e-bike. All right, now we're just gonna coast down. And actually, let's put it in turbo. I wanna see how fast I can get on this thing. Let's get those gears up to 8th gear. Normally I coast on this, but let's see how fast we can go. 2 hands on the brakes first. Already at 28. Now we're gonna pick up speed right here. 30, I got a step. Oh, I got a truck in front of me. Damn it. Abort, abort, abort. Abort. Damn. Let's try that again. I was gonna go flying right into him. It's like the one horse farm in town. It's up on this hill here. I think I delivered an Uber there once. All right, let me turn around. I don't see any horses today. Here we go. There's 31, 32. 34, 35. Let's test out those brakes. Ooh, nice controlled stop there. Not even a skid. So these brakes are definitely getting broken in now. Shifting's pretty good with the Shimano, what is it, Altus derailleur, I think it is. Definitely seems to shift pretty well. Hear that clinking down there. Usually riding around 6th gear. Okay, there's your Adventure 3 from Aventon. Likes and dislikes. Dislikes, definitely the metal fenders. Not a fan of those. Like, go to a nice polymer. It'll make a quieter ride. It'll save a little bit of weight too, another pound or two. The brakes are a little bit just scratchy out of the box. Still, you can hear them as you grip. You can hear them kind of brake. So that's my only. That's just a nitpicking there. But other than that, I have zero complaints about this bike. Is highly refined, great quality, good performance, and good looks as well. I love this cobalt blue. The Java looks pretty good as well, that Java brown. It's got a nice rack back here. I think this is a mic rack. Yeah, I think it is. You got your bosses up here for your locker bottle cage. I did scratch my knee in this already though. Good suspension. I love the tire, the blacked out tires. Those are Novas. The suspension C-post on there, and in the front one as well. Good travel. I would say the light is just there for show, basically. Not really much to write home about. I'll get that later. This is definitely a candidate for doing an Uber Eats delivery shift as well. I want to see how it does on that, particularly with the locking features and stuff like that. So, you know, it makes a good just peace of mind and security there with the fact that you can lock this bike and track it. Good stuff on the handlebars up here with that upsweep. Makes for a very comfortable ride. I like to put upsweep handlebars on a lot of my e-bikes. I'm doing that now to one. The seat is average. I mean, it is what it is, pretty flat. Might need something more cushiony if you're going to do longer rides, but very nice bike. Well done by Aventon. I don't know, they come out to level 4. They're probably going to come out with an Aventon 4 or Adventure 4 at some point, I would think, but nothing yet. They're definitely in new model mode these days. A lot of e-bike companies are, and they're coming fast and furious, guys. So I wish I'd gotten this done earlier in the year, but sorry about that. Just lots of e-bikes, a lot of time involved with these things, and let me know what you think about the Adventure 3. I want to hear from my channel, guys. Do you have one of these? Let me know. How do you like it? What kind of range are you getting? Is it accurate? That shows up here on the display. Right now I'm at 75%. It says 24 miles. That's in turbo. If I drop it down to sport, it goes to 35. Eco, it goes to 46. So wow, that's pretty good. And that torque sensor is pretty responsive as well. So nice job, Aventon, and keep them coming. And I'll see you on the next crisscross. Guys, I am out of here.